So we take a look at this. This is a $42 commander deck. Now, it says Jorn gonna need a jacket. I'm assuming because this is a Snow Tribal commander deck. So Jorn says, whenever Jorn attacks, untap each snow permanent you control. Okay. You may place target snow permanent card from your graveyard this turn. If you do, it enters the battlefield tapped. Okay. So it's a snow version of, what's that card I'm thinking of? The green card. I'll remember it later. But there's a card that does the same exact thing. There's a couple cards that do that, actually. So I'm assuming you do have snow lands. Okay, 5 snow, forest, 4 snow, swamp. Do you have all the other snow related things? That's a snow land. Does he untap lands? Each snow permanent you control. Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, looking at this mana base right now, and, you know, one snow-covered island is $4. One forest is $5. One swamp is $2.31. So, I mean, I would add as many snow lands as I can to the deck. You know, let me see if I go over to TCG player, if I go to snow forest, let me see something. Oh, look how cheap that is. That ain't no $2. Maybe it's $2 in total. Look up Japanese, maybe they're cheaper. No. Well, I mean, this person has 1 of 4. So essentially 4 times 8. So you're looking at about like $3 for some more lands. I would definitely think about getting more lands. Having the ability to go ahead and untap your lands, I think sounds great. Sounds incredibly fun. But you also don't want to be Ro Thyneboat, this person over here. Oh, you really don't want to be Persephone. Persephone has a $16,000 Jorn God of Winter deck. I want everyone to be aware that this person's commander deck right here is $16,000. Whether they own it or not. That's really intense. So, yeah, lands. And, so technically you have 34 total lands. I usually play with 36, but that's just, unless you're, I don't know if how you're ramping inside the deck either, so you may only need 34. So let's go take a look at all this stuff here. We got Ascendant Spirit. Okay, so that's a snow creature, so that untaps. Look at the top. Okay, this one's cool. Because that untaps and then lets you look at another it just says if it's a snow card you may reveal it and put it into your hand. Well, I mean, I think I have to keep into consideration this is a $42 commander deck. I think when I see this, what it makes me think correct me if I'm wrong right now. I just had an idea. If you play, because you have 7 enchantments inside the deck. Yeah, look at this. This is what I mean. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of any color. Okay. But you can play Glittering Frost it untaps the Glittering Frost. Oh no, it says Enchanted Land is snow. Okay. You know what I'm thinking? And I think Charlie, this is Charlie's deck. Let me just make sure in the Discord. Yeah, this is Charlie. So Charlie, what I'm thinking here, dude, is you play as many aura enchantments that let your lands tap for multiple things of mana. Get more forest or snow lands, I mean, and then have them tap for like if I have a land, right? And then if it taps for 3 mana, and I have 3 auras that are tapping for 3 mana, when I attack with Jorn, now I basically get to create 9 mana and then 9 mana again, because everything's untapping. Because essentially, even if this wasn't a snow enchantment, right? Technically, the snow land would still untap, which would then still allow you to get all that mana. So, I mean, what's your mana curve looking like in this deck? Does it say? What if I click on that? The mana curve is 1-8, so a lot of 3 drops. You know, I think like if you took it that route, and these cards are relatively cheap, man. Like you could pay 25 cents for a lot of the cards that just make your lands tap for more mana, the enchantments. And but looking at this, like you could probably increase that mana curve, bring some down, drop the 2 a little bit. You're gonna have to invest a lot more. Probably bring down some of the 3s. Some of those enchantment auras cost 4. But then you could be dropping like 5, 6, 7 drops like super easy and within like a couple turns, you know? And then have mana to then do it again. You know, just being able to really sink a ton of mana into things. I think it would be pretty cool. Because, you know, when I look at this, like that first card I saw, when I saw the Ascendant Spirit, like what is this? It's a 1 mana 1/1. Like when I see that, yeah, like when I see that, I don't know if I really, like for me, when I see that, how do I say this? Yeah, I think it's an interesting idea with the ramp, Cole. When I see this Ascendant Spirit, I don't know if I care that this is untapping. You know, I know it's a snow creature and it's gonna untap, but like, what happens after this untaps? It can block with 1 power. You know, and clearly it has other abilities there. You know, it does more things than what I'm giving it credit for. But I think like, I think it's like, you know, putting yourself in a position to make, it's cool that a commander has an ability, but I think it's like making sure that the ability is also, it's also worth it, you know? Because I don't know if, like untapping this, the Ascendant Spirit, is worth untapping the Frost Augur. I don't know if that's gonna really win you a game. This Avalanche Caller. And I am completely aware, Charlie, this is a budget deck. Tap this to draw a card and discard a card. I mean, for 2 mana, a flyer, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is removal. Sacrifice this creature. Target creature gets X-X until the end of turn, where X is the number of snow lands you control. Yeah, like I was saying, like needing more snow lands is something I think is going to be pretty important. Why is that? Okay. Which card? What do you mean the card pool for snow, Cole? No, I think you can have. I think he's got 5 snow-covered forests, 4 snow-covered islands, and 3 snow-covered swamps. So like a lot of these lands here, and this is a budget deck, so it's like we also have to take that into consideration. Like I think that this is not really something that's going to be looked at where it's going to be like super, it's not meant to be really powerful, you know? But I think that just these colors, you know, green, black, and blue tend to be extremely strong. Like if you had a, like if you did the thing with the lands, like I was saying with the enchantments, and you can make all that mana. What if you have like Villainous Wealth? You know? And you just make a ton of mana, Villainous Wealth, GG, I win. You know? For people that don't know what Villainous Wealth is, Villainous Wealth. Villainous Wealth says, target opponent exiles the top X cards of his or her library. You may cast any number of non-land cards with converted mana cost X or lesser among them without paying their mana cost. This card just says win the game. You know? And I think this is a 43, this card costs 43 cents. So I think, excuse my intensity with the way that I speak as well. I don't know how, I'm not aware of how I come across. But I see this. Yeah, like if I look at the spells, that Painful Truths, okay. Hunter's Insight, okay. Multiple choice. Like you could keep this. Like if you go the route where you're making all this mana, like this multiple choice would be a good card. You would be able to play this Icebreaker Kraken consistently. Morite of the Frost is a good card. Yeah, I mean, like, technically, like, what I would do, personally, in my opinion, is I would go to EDH Rec. I would go to 3-color commanders. I'd go under Sultai. And then what I would do is go down, and then from here, you know, or you could just go under this top portion over here where it gives you all of these different these options. Like maybe with snow, like, oh, okay. Did I read that incorrectly? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I was just reading off of this. But what I was saying, that this over here, like, I don't know, how much did you hear, Charlie? Because we were talking about, oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. But I was saying, like, because of the color identity, what the commander does, like, every commander deck, like, uses mana, you know? And it's only ever going to make any commander deck stronger. So, like, I would basically have Jorn, and then say, okay, like, how do I want to... Jorn is here so that I can make more mana, and that's it. And then basically, you could take any one of these strategies here. Like, I could take a Tasigur, now maybe not a Tasigur commander deck. Like, I could take a... let me see. Let's just say Kazur and Ukima. I could take a Kazur and Ukima commander deck, put both of those cards within the deck, and then just have this dude in the command zone, play snow lands, have a ton of mana, and then just play that. You know? So, and you could do, there's many things that you could do, right? But I think it's just, or like Vorosh the Hunter, you know, or just something super intense. But like, or maybe even like some of these. This says when Brinolin, the Moon Kraken. Oh, dude, that just looks so cool. When Brinolin, the Moon Kraken, enters the battlefield, or whenever you cast a spell with converted mana cost 6 or greater, you may return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Yeah, dude. Just play around. I mean, that's what I would do, probably. Just play around big spells, ramp, make a ton of mana, attack with Jorn, have a little sub-theme so it gives me the ability to attack with Jorn and keep him protected, and then just use all that mana. Oh, play this giant thing, attack with Jorn. Or at least, like, maybe not play giant things, but play things that have, like, good, like, mana sinks, like, pay 4 mana, target creature gets unblockable until the end of turn, make Jorn unblockable, attack, and now you can just use all that mana for just a whole bunch of different things. But, that's just what I think, you know? I think that would be fun. My opinion is just an opinion, so within the realm of reality, I am highly aware that it's pointless and worthless, but we're here and we're having fun. But otherwise, like when I see some of the cards that you have over here, like, you got something here. I think that just whenever you do decide to you know, hone in and like really focus in on one thing, I think it'll make like my teachers when I played Magic, like when they were teaching me, this is a game store in New Jersey called Highlander Games, and when I was building commander decks, they would be like, look, you have to, they would tell me and be like, listen, like, don't buy those cards, like, don't buy this, just really focus in on one thing, and like you'll find that the deck just plays much more consistently. And I was playing a ton of whatchamacallit, Marin of Clan Nil Toth at that point in time, and then I had cards that did this, and I had cards that did that, and I had cards that did that. But eventually I was able to come up with, you know, a discard theme, and I basically created a Golgari discard deck that had Marin in the command zone. So when I sat down and I played, like, I wasn't completely reliant upon Marin being on the battlefield to win the game. No, like, I just played a discard deck, and then when I wanted to reuse their abilities, I just played Marin, and then I would be able to reuse everything all over again. So like, that's where I'm coming. That's where I'm thinking at with this deck, because you can just build like a discard deck, and then, or just something, and then have Jorn there to just untap your lands when it's time for you to have more mana. You know, and I think that the deck will flow much more intensely, and you sit down and I could with that color combination, this deck could turn into like one of the most powerful commander decks that you have. Like this, what you have right here, like, I wish I had that many snow-covered forests and that many swamps, because if I did, I would have built exactly what you have built here, if I'm being completely honest. Totally would have. And honestly, if the universe allows, I may end up building that commander deck because you brought this here one day, because this seems really cool. But we'll see if life allows, then it'll happen. But yeah, so Charlie, thank you for uploading the commander deck here and giving us all the opportunity to learn something new today. I appreciate it. So just so you know, if you would like your commander deck featured on the channel, you can put the deck list into the Discord. First, you got to join the Discord. The link to the Discord's in the description below. There's a tab called Deck List Review where you can enter your commander deck, and we will feature it here for everyone to see. Once we're done, I'll clip out the video, and then I will upload it onto the YouTube channel for everyone to watch on YouTube. So Charlie, thank you again. Cole, thank you for being here. We may... What are you guys thinking? I know that you guys are on like some people are on, whatchamacallit, are on lurking mode, so you're just listening. I could put on a game of Commander right now, but I think I'm just gonna end the stream here. You know, today was an interesting day, but I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to be here and to have all of you here, and just go forward from there. Maybe we can come up with a consistent streaming schedule where we stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And while I'm creating all this new playlist that I've been working on, I'm just gonna keep re-uploading the streams because it's easy content for me to put onto the channel. But I know Monday is when we're gonna be, all the new commander decks are gonna be revealed. So we'll do a video and we'll talk about each deck list for each new commander deck that's being revealed. And I'll upload it in the Discord so you guys can see. And then we all can join stream and talk about the new commander decks. I think it'd be cool. But I will see you guys next week. Okay. Yes. Happy Easter, Charlie. Yo, peace out, everybody. Have a nice day.